Our semifinal interview competition continues now, and let's talk with Miss Tennessee, Jamie Dudney. She's 17 years of age, lives in Nashville, wants to direct television and music videos someday. I read a little bit about you, and you said you were adventurous. Is that true? What sort of adventurous things have you done?
Absolutely. I fly airplanes and helicopters.
I mean, in your spare time, anything else? You were whitewater rafting or any of that stuff?
Well, I've been a cheerleader for 6 years, and that's real adventurous because we climb up to the top and fall down and get right back up.
You do those gymnastic type things?
Oh, yeah. 6 years of that, too.
Where do you inherit your adventurous spirit? From whom?
My family. They teach me how to be real adventurous. They go on with me whitewater rafting, snow skiing. I've been snow skiing since I was about that big.
Isn't your dad a helicopter pilot?
Oh, my dad. Yeah, he's a helicopter pilot. He flies Hughes 500 helicopters, and he's my instructor.
All right, now, I want to change subjects completely. You go on a date, and they told me, I don't know this to be true, you take your 7-year-old brother?
I do. My 7-year-old brother is my best friend, and also if my date doesn't get along with my brother, he's out of there.
I mean, I know is he here in the audience?
Oh, absolutely. He wouldn't miss it for the world.
This guy's got to be a great judge of men. Has he ever turned a date down for you?
Oh, no. He's been very generous to me, and we go camping together. We dress up in camouflage and go out and hunt Army men.
This is a unique situation for you to get along with a 7-year-old girl. What's his name?
His name's Nathaniel.
We'll dedicate this to him. Step over here for the judges, if you will, please. This is Miss Tennessee. Coming up is Miss Connecticut. She's Cynthia Schneck. She's 17 years of age. She has a 3.6 grade point average. Her hobbies include piano, dancing, doing volunteer work. You're about to become a senior. Have you been checking out schools, colleges, and so forth?
Yes, I'd like to attend Brigham Young University.
What are you going to study?
Pediatric nutrition.
What got you on that sort of track? I mean, you're taking care of little kids and watching their health and all. What inspired you?
Well, I'd always wanted to be a pediatrician, but I thought it'd be kind of hard to balance with family and being on call all the time, so that's why I decided to specialize in nutrition. You know,
I've discovered this year that all of you women are very, very much into the health conscious thing. Why all of a sudden has this happened? Kids used to come here and gorge and eat junk food and all. It doesn't happen anymore.
No, I think we've looked to the past generations and seen how many health problems they have, and we're more aware of it now, and we take care of our body and eat more healthy and exercise.
All right, now this is a little embarrassing. You can get into a lot of trouble in Mississippi. Have you eaten well while you're here?
Definitely.
I put on more pounds in 3 days than I care to mention. What are you going to tell everybody when you get back home to Connecticut about Mississippi Beach?
Tell them that Mississippi is wonderful. The Southern hospitality is great.
They kill you with kindness. Thank you so much. Please step over here. This is Miss Connecticut. Next is Miss Hawaii, Juliana Kauilakohui. And I'm going to let you do that name again because I tried all week. She's 18 years old. She has a 3.9 grade point average. She was voted Miss Congeniality. Now say your last name. I've tried, God bless me, I've tried all week. Kauilakohui. No.
Kaulukukui.
How many letters are there in the Hawaiian alphabet?
A lot, about 13.
13? That's about half the normal. That's why I'm in trouble already. Now, all right. You said somewhere along the way that you wanted to do a television show from Hawaii?
Yes, I'd love to do a television show, broadcast right from Honolulu, Hawaii, and it'd be like a magazine show, focusing on everything unique to Hawaii, from culture to educational things to fashion to anything fun.
Would it be controversial?
Partly.
Would you do interviews?
Yeah.
All right, I'm a guest. I'm asking for trouble. What would you ask me?
What is your favorite animal cracker?
You dirty dog. The hippo. No, I don't know. You're not serious. Would you do that? That Barbara Walters would never ask me that.
No, but I would.
All right, fair enough. Now, there's a big issue in Hawaii these days on the serious side about self-rule sovereignty. What's going on?
Well, the culture is becoming split apart, and they want to have a nation within a nation or complete sovereignty. So it's an issue that's very much on the uproar and very much in the headlines.
How do you feel about it?
I feel that we should stay a part of America because that's our roots, and that's the main thing that brought us to be where we are today.
Thank you very much. Please step over here for the judges. This is Miss Hawaii. All right, next is Miss Vermont, Charlotte Lopez. She's 16 years of age from Dorset. She's a high school senior who's won several writing awards. She's about to write a book called Lost in the System. Now, what's that about?
Well, I'm a foster child of 13 years, and I thought it'd be interesting to write a book about my experiences as a foster child, because whenever people ask me about it, they always seem fascinated. So I said, why not? And it's always easier for me to understand my life when I write it down.
Charlotte, in the 13 years you were with foster families, how many families were there?
At least 6.
Now, you were given a choice by the state to be adopted or to go out on your own, and you elected adoption. Why?
Well, actually, I had the opportunity to get an apartment for my senior year, and they were going to pay for it, and I was going to have total freedom for my senior year. My friends were all for it. It's like, yeah, you know,
go for it.
But I thought about it, and I thought about what's going to happen in the long run. I wanted a family that when I go to college, I can come back to. When I have kids, I could bring them back and say, this is your grandmother and this is your grandfather.
It's a nice
To me,
thought.
that was more important.
What sort of changes should there be in the foster care system?
Well, I think they should be a little bit more organized. I'm lost in the system, and I think there's a lot of kids out there that are, and I feel that if there's a little bit more organization, then kids would be placed in homes that would be good for them instead of being switched around to all different homes like I was.
You are very together. Would you please step over here for the judges? Thank you very much. This is Miss Vermont. Next is Miss Maine, Jill Erin Mellon, 16 years of age from Hollis. She's a high school junior, been a dancer for 12 years. Your family just, what does it say, bought a team of Alaskan Huskies?
Yes, my father just in December decided to start raising sled dogs.
Wait a minute, just a second. What does the team consist of? How many?
Well, right now we only have 7 because we bought them as a team that another man had already formed, but he's looking into breeding them and buying other dogs to breed them with.
How many will it eventually be? You're not going to give up the car, are you?
No, but some kennels can get to around 200 dogs.
Wow, you like animals?
Yes, I love animals.
Does this play any part in your future? You're going to be a vet or anything like that?
Well, I'd like to be a marine biologist.
What does a marine biologist do? Obviously, there's a lot of animal life under the water. What's the objective?
Well, they study and research dolphins and whales in their natural habitat, dealing with humans, and just to see how they react and whether they like to be in captivity or better to be in their natural habitat.
Interesting work. Now, on the lighter side, you work with Mel Gibson?
Yes.
What were you doing? I mean, it's every woman's desire. What were you doing?
Well, I was in a movie called Man Without a Face, which he directed and also starred in.
Did you say anything?
Well, I screamed. I talked kind of.
You screamed at Mel Gibson.
No, I screamed at his younger co-star.
There are millions of people the world over will go to see you do that. Right now, they're looking for you to step over here for the judges, all right? This is Miss Maine. Coming up, Miss Pennsylvania, Ursula Abbott. She's 17 years of age from Harrisburg, going to be a senior this year. Ursula is one of those names that not a lot of people have. Is it a family name?
Well, I have 3 great aunts that are Ursuline nuns.
Ursuline nuns?
Yes.
Did they have any influence on you as to selecting being a nun as a career?
Well, I thought about it, but that was about it.
You elected to be an entertainer.
Definitely.
What sort? Do you school yourself for this? You've been training?
Well, I love to sing. I've been singing since I remember.
Where do you go to school? Where have you been attending school?
Well, I go to Bishop McDevitt in the morning, and then in the afternoon I go to an arts magnet school where I study music theater.
When you get into that sort of thing, do they, I mean, like all theater, do they audition you?
Yes, we've all had to audition to get in. That's why it's such a great school, because everybody's there because they want to be. They've auditioned and they worked hard to get there.
What did you do to get in? What sort of an audition?
I sang. I could have danced all night.
Give me one line. Just that you don't have an orchestra. Give me a couple of notes.
I could have danced all night.
Oh, don't. You're breaking my heart. Thank you very much. Please step over here, if you will. This is Miss Pennsylvania. Thank you very much, ladies. That completes our semifinal interview competition for Miss Teen USA 1993.
That was pretty good, Ursula. All right, let's see how the judges placed them in the interview competition. Oh boy, Miss Vermont is up top. I'm not surprised. What a touching story she told. And there is Miss Pennsylvania right behind her. Now, you may remember Vermont was 3rd in the swimsuit competition, and now her composite score puts her ahead of everybody. However, the evening is still early, and there's time for everyone to catch up. Now, the last of the semifinal events, the evening gown competition, will be coming up soon. And when we come back, the contestants are going to check out one of the hottest dance hits of the year in a great musical number. Don't miss it.